Chukri. Chukri.
Chukri.
Chukri. Chukri.
Chukri pa.
Chukri.
Chukri.
And welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name's Ruben, and this is my review for episode 1 and 2 of season 3 of Final Space. It's finally here. I'm super excited to tell you guys about it. Let's chat down below. Who is your favorite character? And do give me a thumbs up, it helps. 5 days after successfully rescuing Quinn Ergon from her prison, Gary, Goodspeed, the team squad, and Bolo find themselves trapped within the horrific dimension of Final Space, with everything being only a question of survival. It's okay if you've forgotten what has happened, because it's been a while since you've seen any new episodes, any new content, unless you've been repeatedly watching the seasons, and that's okay. They do give you a quick recap at the beginning, like previously on Final Space. Funnily enough, Final Space this season is about Final Space, go figure, and everything that happens in there. Within the first half of the first episode, you get a bit of lore of what's going on within Final Space. Within the first half of the second episode, you get more lore of what's going on within Final Space. You get to see Titans like we've been wanting to for this, this whole time. They've been hinting at it. We get to see Bolo. We get to see those that are good, those that are bad. Some of the beings that created Final Space themselves. What happened to them. We get to a bit of understanding. So it really is now fleshing out the kind of the lore of what we'd made. The law of what we've been expecting to see, to find out. It's answering some questions. At the same time, it's giving us so many new ones. Final Space, the writer, has this unique way of keeping you on edge, even though the scripting is hilarious, and it has that in buckets and spades and buckets. It's got that, like, that at the heart of it is this impending doom. So the first season we had, we saw what was going to happen, and so it was always building up to that, so we knew that somehow something like that was going to go wrong, and so you were always on edge. In season 2 we had our hearts broken by the end of season 1, and we were always wondering if we're going to get a certain character back. In season 3 there is more of that. Without going into spoilers, you just know that the poop's going to hit the fan, and it feels like the poop hits the fan every episode, but you know that there's just more coming because of the way the story is told. So it feels very much at home. It feels like Final Space, and it hasn't missed a beat. What I love about this is the crazy imagination that has been poured into this show. And again, you see them play with characters that come to life that you don't really expect to be in this, or you don't really expect them to be expressed that way. Like Triborg, he's always doing something different, quite unique. That character, I can never quite guess what's going to happen with that character, or when that character is going to pop up, or what that character is going to stand for now. It is the reason why he's one of my favorite characters. Brilliant. The scripting in this is genius as well. It jumps from its proper juxtapositioning in dialogue from comedy moments to just outrageous stuff that you're like, can you say that? To just belly laughing, to really heartache moments without you even realizing, and that is all sometimes in the space of one paragraph, and you're reeling to catch up. It's like, oh wait, does that mean that all of those persons that died in that way? And you're catching up with like, oh my gosh, and then the next thing will happen, you're like, that's hilarious. It's definitely bingeable. It's also very much re-watchable. There are characters that you love to hate in this, like Kevin. It reminds me very much of the character Claptrap in Borderlands, the character that we love to hate so much. He's very much a character that's, as you'd expect to be part of this, more so than you would expect to be a part of this, especially episode 2. There are characters that I really have come to love.
Idiot! Am I right, Gary? Shut up, Kevin!
There are character like trio arcs that we've had our main protagonist character relationships that's been kind of the core driving behind this. We saw in season 1 how our hero was sending out these love letter videos for years, and that has carried on throughout the seasons. But as we've been going on, we have more relationships. Now we have the AI and Hugh is a big part of the storyline in season 2 as well. We have Gary and Evo. We have Little Cardo and Big Cardo. We have Gary and Kevin, their love-hate relationship. It just works completely in unison. They all have these weird dynamic relationships that seems to have been fleshed out quite a bit without us really knowing it. Like when we get to season 3, we have all this weight behind those characters, so we care so much what happens with each character, which is crazy. Even the new characters you care about. I will say that don't expect your characters, like we have a team base, and something very clever that Olin Rogers does so well is that he puts them together, he gives you a little respite for a second, and then he'll just go BAM! And you're like, oh no, I don't know how much more I have this I can handle. And that definitely happens within episode 1 and 2. The adventure is rife. Moonpig.com, Mooncake, oh my gosh. Even though he gets to shine with his power, he is no match really for the Titans or Invictus. And so we have all of that going on at the same time. They're in final space, guys. So, you know, all bets are off. Even with their lucky plot protection, Olin Rogers likes to say, yeah, there's your plot protection, now deal with that, which is a lot of fun. I think you guys are going to love it. I loved every single second. Obviously, I can't talk spoilers, but it's coming out on Saturday. It's not on Netflix just yet. I think it'll probably air once all the episodes are out on HBO's Adult Swim channel. But for now, I think it's definitely up there. It's as good, if not better. I'll have to wait to reserve my proper rating until I've seen all the episodes. But I hope you enjoyed this, and hope it gets your taste buds tantalizingly ready for this. Thanks so much for watching this, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.